Hello, hello, and happy Friday. I'm doing a little post here, a little video to go along with a post I did earlier in the week. And I put a question out to you guys, and I asked you, what would you do if you couldn't fail? What would you do if you weren't afraid? And I post these simple questions because it's things we forget to ask ourselves. It's things that we typically know we're afraid, and we typically know we're afraid to maybe succeed or afraid to fail, but we're not necessarily grounded and rooted in why or what would happen if we let those fears go. We just know they're there. So, fear is something I know really well, something I battled with the majority of my life. I was a fearful child, I was a fearful teenager, and then I was a fearful adult. It's just how we're programmed and what we are susceptible or exposed to as a child. So I was always afraid that the bottom was going to fall out, and a lot of times it did. So I programmed myself to live in that constant fear and always kind of be worried about what could potentially happen. So it took me a long time, and a lot of studying, and a lot of reading, and a lot of workshops, and a lot of different things to gain the awareness around where I am today. So for those people who feel like I can't do that, that's for other people that, I can't get past a certain thing, you don't know what I've gone through. I understand. I really do. And I've never probably fully shared and disclosed all of my struggles, and I will one day with you guys, but for this short video, I wanted to just give you some tools. So it's really important to ask yourself those simple questions. It's important to ask yourself, sincerely ask yourself, what would I do if I couldn't fail? If people, if means, if education, if all of these things weren't a factor in my life, what would I do? Write it out. See what comes up. Because a lot of times those things are more attainable and tangible than you might think. And then, once you write all that out, think, what can I do today to make a change? What can I do today to start moving towards that direction of the things that I really want? Write that out. What can I do this week? Start doing it. The next week, ask yourself the same question. Okay, I've done that. Now what can I do this week? Or what do I need to continue doing? So just, give yourself that ease and grace of baby steps, one step at a time, but following that pathway, following that dream and that desire that you so want. Because all it takes is making small shifts consistently. That is the key, consistently. When you make a little shift and go, oh, it's not big enough, I'm going to stop, just sets you right back to where you were. But if you make a little step and make a little step and make a little step, make a little step, you look back a year from now and go, whoa, look where I've come. I'm halfway up the mountain. So it's possible. So I just want to let you guys know it's always, always possible. When you sit in fear and you're afraid of what could potentially happen, 9 times out of 10, our fears and what we think in our head or whatever we created that could potentially happen is far worse than what could actually really happen. So give yourself a little grace, love, and take some judgment away, and just start putting things, baby steps, one foot in front of the other. I pray you guys have success in everything you do. I pray you have a wonderful day, and hey, try something new. You might just like it. All right, have a fabulous weekend, you guys. Peace and love.